Whoop. Hey, everybody. Do, 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 do. Like, turn the brightness down on this because it's super bright. Way brighter than I thought it was. Sure. Um, you may, as Chronic did, notice that it's supposed to be Phonics Friday, but I'm not doing a Phonics stream. Why? Because I'm angry and exhausted, and that's not the right mindset to be quote unquote learning, but mostly making fun of how terrible a language learning game is. So I'm just gonna play Grandia because I feel like playing Grandia. So I'm gonna play some Grandia. Um, where's my controller? I'm not sure how long this particular Grandia stream's gonna be. Come on, controller. Uh, my landlord my landlord's coming this weekend, but he has not said what that means. I don't know if he's showing up tomorrow or why is this not working? There it goes. I don't know if he's showing up tomorrow or Sunday. And if he does show up tomorrow, I don't know what time he plans on coming. Um so all that to say, I will be doing my uh game development stream tomorrow. I've already sketched out the base of the character. So the idea is there. Uh I didn't swatch any of the colors or anything like that, so it will take longer than the last visual novel development stream I did because I have to decide on colors and a hairstyle. I've kind of gone back and forth on that too. So it will be a longer one, but at some point tomorrow, there might be like an extended, like 15-20 minute break in the middle. Because my landlord might just randomly show up for a tour of the apartment. Um, so that's something y'all can look forward to tomorrow. And then if he doesn't show up tomorrow, then I guess I'll be going to bed early in preparation of him showing up. The last time he said he was going to show up, uh he like texted me like without notice, without anything. Like the deal was like, "Oh, I'll have to show up at some point soon to do the like lease walkthrough stuff." And I was like, "Okay." And then one day he randomly texted me that he was 5 minutes away and to come downstairs. So that's great. That's the that's the trade-off for paying a decent amount for rent. Um, is once a year I get last minute visits from my landlord. Uh oh, right. So this also we have a new addition. This is Jerry. Say hi, Jerry. Hello, Jerry. Pat, pat, pat. Um, I got him for my head when I have anger migraines, like I currently do, because like this headset gives me migraine. So Ellie hurts a lot of the time. Poor pink Ellie. So I bought a jellyfish headband who is blue and has a little face. He's a little guy. Just a little guy. So this is Jerry. He will now be on my head when Ellie cannot be. Boop. I was wearing him earlier and I forgot I was wearing them, so I was like, ooh, good, nice and comfy. And now I've put it on for the stream and it hurts. So that's fun. Whee! Also, it's official, our place of stay is booked, so I will be at GameCon Canada. So if any of y'all viewers or anything are also going to GameCon, if you want to like, if you see me walking around, if you want to stop and say hi, or if you're a developer, since most of my audience is, uh, and you see me at your booth, if you're a developer and you have a booth at GameCon and you see me show up, say hello, say hi. I will be talking to all the developers while I'm there. It's basically the reason I'm going, and to maybe buy some things. I will also be cosplaying one of the days, so I won't be as recognizable. Although I look the same no matter what cosplay I put on. Tis a curse of the face I have that it looks the same no matter what. Doesn't matter what I do. Different hair, same face. Different eye color, same face. Different makeup, nope, same face. How come this isn't letting me? There it goes. I also can't hear. I can usually hear it by now. What's going on with the volume? Oh, did this get turned off? No, on. Oh, why can't I hear it? Hmm. Remote play says that there's no noise coming out either. What is going on? Wait. I remember. I remember. I turned it off the last time I played Grandia so that I could use. Oh, there we go. So that I could use Spotify. Dude. Turn this to a volume where you guys can actually hear it. Whoops. That seems like a decent volume for it. I would hope. Look at me solving problems. Okay. So I did what I promised I would do, and I did a million hours of grinding, uh, between last week and now. Um, so we have officially unlocked all of Justin's shit. And I gotta say, not too sure it was worth it. The Heaven and Earth cut, not all that great compared to like the Dragon cut. Um, I mean, I guess I can use it with any weapon, and maybe you can't do that with the Dragon cut's probably sword only. Oh no, it can't be sword only because I was still using it no matter. I don't honestly don't know what the advantage is to that. Maybe there's like certain enemies that are like resistant to fire, and that's the point. I don't know. But we did unlock that along with all of his spells. He's got it all. Uh, now Fina's still a problem. Uh, Mainly because of her water and earth still. I've been doing what I can for that, but like holy shit, it's hard to fucking level her water and earth. It's like fucking impossible. And then he's just meh. No one really gives shit about him. But the point is, um, I did manage to max out the stuff for Justin. So now it's just a matter of like leveling it. Maybe I'll like the Heaven and Earth cut more when it gets to 5-star level. But it seems to be, like, leveling up real fucking slow, considering how hard it is to perform. Like, he just got there first, which means I should do it. But it takes 90 SP, which means you can only fucking do it once per move cycle. So you can barely ever do it, and then when you do pick it, it goes so fucking slow because it started at less than half a star. So then all these other people have to do fucking nothing. So I'm very tedious to level it. Maybe that's the point. Maybe they're just, like, banking on people not bothering. That's not the type of OCD I have.
This is it.
But see, it's, like, weird. It's like he took Gadwin's move that he got taught, and then he's like, I can make that better, even though I have way less like 30 years less fighting experience than Gadwin. I can totally improve on that. Then, like, and then he barely levels anything else by using it. It's really shit position to put you in. And unfortunately, this tower's the best place to level it because the save point's, like, right here, next to basically everybody, so you can just, like, and then go back and use it again. But basically, we're gonna grind this the way that I have been grinding it, but instead of, once I clear out the tower, resetting the whole thing so that I can grind more, I'm just gonna keep going. Know what I'm saying? Look at how fucking... it goes so slow, and then all these other people are like, oh, we're just gonna stand here, do nothing, yay. Don't mind us, we're just gonna stand here, doing nothing, woo! Also, if you're not part of the Discord and you're wondering why this stream started so late, first, join the Discord. All the updates get put in the Discord. But second, the Dropout Game Changer board game Kickstarter was ending tonight, and they were doing a live stream to celebrate it with, like, shenanigans. And I had backed that Kickstarter, so I wanted to make sure I caught the live stream. Although, I'm noticing companies like Smosh and, like, Try Guys and Dropout and shit really need to hire, like, a dedicated, like, in charge of doing live streams person. I will say Dropouts went more smoothly than Smoshes and Try Guys ones usually do, but, like, it's still definitely had issues. Like, they said right off the cuff that they were going to be doing specific things during the live stream, and then they, like, did it once. It was, like, an over 6 hour fucking stream, by the way. So they did it, like, once at the very beginning, and then it was, like, 10 minutes left until they were going to end the live stream, and they were like, oh shit, we forgot to do this at all. Like, we did it once almost 6 hours ago, and we forgot to do it again. So then they, like, did it one more time, but it's like, you guys said you were going to be doing that, like, every half an hour, and then you didn't. And then they had pre-filmed some where, like, Sam had like, these guest spots pre-filmed of, like, the Improv Shakespeare Company. But he had filmed them as if they were live. So he had filmed them with him in the same shirt in his house at his computer as if he was talking to these people on, like, oh god, is Skype still a thing? But, like, you know, video calling these people and, like, having conversations with them and talking to them and stuff. But then when they were playing these segments, he would introduce it as a pre-filmed segment, and then his live stream feed would be a small thing in the corner while there was, like, a bigger screen playing these vignettes he had filmed of him talking as if it was live. It was so weird. Like, they need A, people to plan it better. But B, they need someone whose job it is to, like, be saying, like, hey, this is what we planned. So, like, every 30 minutes, I'm going to tell you to do this. Every 45 minutes, I'm going to tell you to do this. I'm going to be in charge of, like, flipping the screens so that we don't fuck that part up. Like, things need to be discussed prior, pre-planned. But dropouts at least didn't, like, crash or have major audio issues or anything like that. So that's, like, an improvement amongst their types of live streams. Still, I think even if the three companies want to, like, share a person on contract and just have live streams on different days, but they gotta get someone in there that, like, knows what they're doing. What a finish. I'm going to gain barely any experience and barely any star power. And then I'm going to do it 100 more times. I think I determined before that going to the left was quicker for that. So I should probably just do that. Soldier Man.
So Force walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, why the long face?"
How was this stream? It was okay. The promises were made that weren't kept, which was odd. Like, so for those unfamiliar, they Dropout has a game show that they made called Game Changer. And it's a great game show. Love the game show. Real fun to watch. And then they announced this year that they were making a board game based on their game show, which great, cool. And they were like, "Oh, kickstart it," all that fun stuff. But instead of doing stretch goals on Kickstarter, they opted to do challenges. And they said that they opted to do challenges because they wanted the Kickstarter to campaign to basically make the participants feel like they're playing Game Changer. Which I get on one hand, but on the other hand, if they had done monetary stretch goals like every other Kickstarter campaign, it would have been smashed immediately. Like, they got, I think they, in Canadian, they asked for, well, wait, I know the American numbers off the top of my head. In US dollars, they asked for $40,000 and they made $6.6 million. So, they absolutely destroyed their goal. And had their Kickstarter goals had stretch goals, had monetary stretch goals, would they have predicted that they would make like 1,500 times the amount of money that they were asking for? Probably not. The stretch goals probably would have maybe gone up to $1 million. But it would have, people would have destroyed that really fast. And we would have gotten all the stretch goals. Instead, they made these challenges. So every day they posted a new challenge and they wanted the backers to perform those. And then if you completed it, there were points. And then if we made it to a certain amount of points, it unlocked a stretch goal. But at the end of the day, like, the entire list of stretch goals have been released. At the end of the day, most of the stretch goals were like adding 10 more. What were the challenges? The challenges were things like one of the challenges was give us your phone number, no questions asked, which is like pretty easy to do. But then there's other challenges that were like um make sure, like, what were some of the harder ones? Like, one and only one person calls and leaves us a voicemail. So, like, as an audience, you have to basically decide we're not going to do this, and you have to hope that there's like one person who does it. But then, what percentage of us are going to be the person that goes, like, well, I'll be the one person to do it? They had like a bunch of mind game ones like that. And then there were like some other like weird ones, like make the Game Changer logo out of food and send us a picture of it, and then like bonus points if you also send us a picture of you eating it, and shit like that. So it was all over the map, difficulty wise. And at the end of the campaign, I think they said that they had 10 that weren't completed. But the problem is, doing those challenges got you points, and points unlocked rewards. But most of the rewards were like, who cares? Like, most of the rewards were like, we're gonna add 10 more cards to the deck of challenge cards in the game. Or we're gonna add like 10 more words to the word deck for the game. Like, it was just adding more playing cards to the board game, which, like, cool, fun, awesome, but also doesn't cost them a lot of money. And at the end of the day, they asked for $40,000 and got $6.6 million. And at the end of the day, stretch goal wise, we got like maybe 100 bonus cards, and then like where everybody's gonna get mailed like this like little medal, like this little fake medal, because we unlocked that at some point. But like a lot of the like quote unquote unlocks were like, oh, you've unlocked the ability to buy this sweater. And it's like, you couldn't have just like unlocked the sweater and then added it to certain tiers. Like, you couldn't have been like, oh guys, you unlocked a sweater, so now everybody on tier 5 and up are gonna get a sweater with their thing. And then if you're like below tier 5 and you want the sweater, you could buy it as an add-on kind of deal. It feels a little bit skeezy to have made so much money on a Kickstarter campaign, and then like the people who kickstarted it barely got anything out of it. So then the live stream tonight, there was like a lot of like things like, oh yeah, you gave us this many dollars, now give us more to get a sweater. Yeah, it felt like that. Because, like, the sweater was unlocked after, like, a week or something like that. It was like, oh, players, you've gained enough points for this sweater. And I was like, oh, that's a cool fucking sweater. Cool, we get a sweater. And then I read, like, the details, and it's like, yeah, this sweater is now added to the add-ons shop. So if you like the sweater, you can add it to your pledge for another, like, $40. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you couldn't have just said, hey, if you pledged at this tier and above, you get the sweater. And players, if you like the sweater but you didn't pledge that, you can change your pledge or add it as an add-on. Which is what it should have been, but they didn't do that. It was really fucking weird. But then tonight, for the live stream, they said things along the lines of like, oh, hey guys, remember that challenge we had you give us your phone numbers? Well, tonight we're gonna be randomly calling fans, and then if you answer the phone, we'll like ask you something you want added to the game. Like, we'll have a conversation for a few minutes, and then if you don't answer the phone and we get your voicemail, we'll leave you a voice message, shit like that, right? But then they did it at the very beginning of the stream. They called 3 numbers. The first one didn't answer, didn't have a voicemail. The second one, they left a voicemail. The third person answered, and they had a conversation with the dude on speakerphone. Yada yada. And then they were like, yeah, we're gonna be doing this periodically throughout the stream, blah, 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 blah. And then they completely forgot about it. And 6 hours went by. And then the stream was like 10 minutes away from ending, and they were like, oh, we should call more people. And it's like, yeah, you guys have been completely forgetting about the fucking... Like, you had a bunch of people submit their phone numbers for this bit, and then you called 3 people. It just really is weird. I'm excited to play the board game. Like, the board game's a good idea. It looked fun. They did a couple live streams of both them and Smosh playing it. It looks like a good time. I'm happy I got the game. Parts of it rub me the wrong way. Parts of it are like, this could have been done so much better. And it just feels like if they at least had, like, someone whose job it was to be like, oh, like, I've looked into Kickstarters, I know how Kickstarter works, I know what people want to see on a Kickstarter and all that other shit. If they had just had one person whose job it was to do that, then maybe it wouldn't have been... Maybe it wouldn't have felt as skeezy as it did. Because at the end of the day, I'm paying them a lot of money for a board game that, like, there's no guarantee we're gonna play it more than once. I hope we do, but there's no guarantee. And then they keep going like, oh, we've come up with ideas for, like, this could be an expansion that maybe we'll make and include and ship out to everybody. And it's like, okay, so, like, am I gonna get that bonus extension because you guys made so much money? Like, am I gonna see the return on that? Or am I not? Because you guys keep talking about it in, like, terms of, like, we might do this. Like, my favorite idea that, like, so many people want to see happen, they keep, like, kind of playing with, but they won't come out and say that they're gonna do it. Which was, like, because they wanted the board game... Right now, the board game can be played 3 different ways. And they wanted to, like, add other ones, but each way you can play the board game is, like, based off a different episode of the show. So there's an episode of the show called 1 Year Later, where they do an episode and film it, and then a year later they do the exact same episode with the exact same people, and, like, the goal was to, like, remember their answers. So a lot of people were like, hey, put, like, a time-locked box in the board game box so that we can all do a 1 year later version of the game where, like, we write down all our answers and stuff that time around, and then put it in the lockbox, and then a year later play the game again, but the goal is to get the same answers you got the first time. Which is a great idea, and, like, how much money is it really gonna be to include like, a little electronic time-locked box with like a watch battery or something to put in the board game? But they keep going like, oh, yeah, that's, like, a great idea. We might do that. It's like, just fucking do it, guys. Just, you guys made so much money off of this campaign. Just fucking do it. They need to give concrete answers and actual rewards for stretch goals. Yeah. Yeah. There were a lot of, like, challenge point goals, too, that were, at the end of the day, it was like, oh, if we hit this goal, we'll donate to this charity, or we'll adopt an animal, or we'll do this, we'll do that. It's like, all of that is tax write-offs for them, though. Like, every single one of those things is a tax write-off. I don't think they expected to make as much money as they made. I think in their wildest dreams, because the goal was 40 grand, I think in their wildest dreams they thought they might get to $1 million if they were lucky. Which is still an insane amount of money, obviously. But I don't think they expected 6.6 million USD in any fucking realm. I don't think they expected that much. So I could see them being like, "Oh, we're asking for 40 grand and then like if we're lucky we'll make $500,000 and then and then we'll have to like donate this much and do this." Like I don't think they thought they were going to make all that much profit. And then at the end of the day, just they made so much money. But then once you see it like hit like 1 million and be wrapped, because they hit millions of dollars within the first couple days. Once you see it hit that million, that first million, at that point somebody should have been going, "Oh, we are making way more money than we thought. We should change some of these rewards to be like included." They should have learned from the Critical Role Kickstart. Well, this isn't their first Kickstarter. So they did a Kickstart to get the Game Changer games onto DVD. To like release it as DVDs. So that people could like have a physical media of it. And that Kickstart did okay, but it didn't do great. It basically, they made their goal and they were like, awesome. Yay. But it didn't make that much money from what I remember of that one. So I think they were basing all of this off of that and not the fact that a Game Changer board game is like a way better idea. Because the problem with the Game Changer DVDs was that they were just putting the episodes onto DVD. Like, they weren't doing any like commentary or bonuses or anything. It was literally they were just ripping the episodes and putting them on a DVD. And like when they announced that, everybody was like, "Wait, so we can buy the episodes, but we already have access to the episodes on YouTube. And we're not getting any bonuses. We're not getting commentary. We're not getting behind the scenes. We're not getting anything. We're just getting episodes on a DVD." So, like, people weren't as excited about that, whereas the board game's, like, a great idea, and people were really excited about it, so it ended up making a shit ton of money. I mean, mistakes were definitely made. At the end of the day, because they had 2 editions, they had a regular edition, and then they had an ultimate edition that was going to come with all the expansion packs. And when I was, like, deciding which one to back, I was like, well, if I don't... Like, for the Kickstarter, they hired manufacturers in different countries. So, by backing it on Kickstarter, I'm getting it shipped from Canada. Whereas, if I just bought the regular version and then decided to buy the expansions later, I would have to pay shipping from America and customs to get the expansion packs. So in the long run, it was cheaper for me to just buy the Ultimate Edition through the Kickstarter because I'm saving like $100 on shipping by doing it. So that's what I ended up doing. But like, so like I'm happy I did it. It cost me an arm and a leg because I basically had to buy I had to buy like 7 expansion packs right off the start. All this to say that this time next year I'll have a board game for us to play at board game nights. I'll definitely play it when it shows up. Yeah. They're saying that it'll start shipping in December, but they're estimating it'll arrive in March next year. It looks like a lot of fun though. I am like looking forward to it. And it'll be nice with it if, like, within the next, like, couple months, they go, like, "Hey, people, like, we made way more money than we expected to on this, so we're gonna, like, throw this in for everybody," or something like that. That'd be nice. I feel like they have the time to do that. Between now and December, they have the time to look at it and be like, oh, we should do that. They also gave me a great idea for my Kickstarter when I eventually do it, in which they had a cuckold tier where the people donate a crazy amount of money and get absolutely nothing for it. And 5 people donated at that tier, and I went, holy shit, that's a good idea. Especially given the nature of my game.
Yep, whip. You don't need to do anything because you're not gonna make it.
Well, you could try to do the ice slash, I guess. Yeah, fuck it. It's not much. Kind of hoping they do a classic game changer thing, and the twist is there were a bunch of stretch goals they didn't say anything about, but just show up with the game. I mean, that'd be great. That'd be exciting as fuck. From the way they're talking, it doesn't seem like they have any plans to do that, but I'd be happy. But they also let slip tonight another weird thing, that they also moved fucking offices, which means now that within the last 6 months, Dropout, Smosh, and Try Guys moved offices. And it's like, what are the fucking odds that all 3 of them were like, yeah, we need a change of studio. So I have like a big conspiracy theory about that now. They were talking about it, it wouldn't be a surprise. Yeah, I didn't, it's not the fact that they're not talking about doing that, it's the way they're talking about the other things that make me think that they don't have that planned. Like, the way that they're emphasizing, like, the game and the points and the challenges we've been doing during the Kickstarter and stuff just feels like that was their main plan. And that they didn't have any other plans. But yeah, so I was talking about this giant conspiracy theory, and if this is not what they did, I'm actually very disappointed in them. So, what I was thinking is that Dropout, Try Guys, Smosh should have all just, like, found a defunct mall, like a foreclosed mall, and just buy it, all 3 studios together, so that each of them own a third of the foreclosed mall. And then each one of them could take over a department store. So, like, one of them could have the Nordstroms, one of them could have the fucking Sears, and, like, one could have, like, a Saks Fifth Avenue or whatever the fuck's in the States. So then they themselves get, like, a 3-story studio that they can do whatever the fuck they want with. They can have, like, the soundstage on one floor, and then, like, the offices in the middle, and then, like, top 4 could be, like, meeting rooms or whatever. And then you have an entire fucking foreclosed mall to film in. So you could, because, like, what's in fucking malls? Not only do you have every kind of store, like, layout possible to, like, film, like, a Hot Topic-esque sketch and shit in, but there's, like, hairdressers in malls. There's a food court. Some of them have, like, fountains and shit. There's, like, a security office, hallways and shit. So they could film all of their, like, sketches and shit. They would have, like, all of these fucking pre-built sets that they could film sketches and shit in. They could make the food court, like, a joint break room where everybody just goes and takes their lunch at the food court, so that they're not in the office while they're taking their lunch, and they can fucking commune together. They'd be within walking distance of each other. so that they could do crossovers way fucking easier. Or if last minute, like, Dropout needs somebody, they could, like, go over to Smosh and be like, hey, like, we'll pay Chance's day rate if he comes and, like, helps us film something. They'd have their own, like, think of a mall fucking parking lot. They could each have their own fucking, like, football-sized feel concrete area. Parking wouldn't be an issue, because all three of them complain about parking. So parking wouldn't be an... Like, how fucking genius would that be? If they just each went in thirdsies on a foreclosed mall, they could each retrofit one of the Nordstrom style department stores as like their main office thing, and then they can be like, they can have like a fucking communal calendar and be like, hey, Smosh is booking the fucking Hot Topic for filming over this week. So like no one else go near the Hot Topic for that week while we film. I think that's a great idea. And the fact that the three of them, all three companies moved fucking studios within the last 6 months, but none of them are saying to where they moved or why they moved. They all just went, oh, we need like more space, so we all of us have decided to move to a studio with more space at the exact same time, and we're giving no more details about any of it. Sus! It's fucking sus! So my conspiracy theory is that they all bought them all together. And they don't want to say that that's what they did, because how easy would it be to Google a foreclosed mall that has recently been purchased? And then everyone would fucking know where to go. We can only hope. But at the end of the day, isn't that a fucking brilliant idea? Should that not just be what they fucking did? Like, I'm gonna be disappointed if that's not what they did. Oh, Rappler and Demon Ball. Because you find the right foreclosed mall, you have fucking options. Some of them would have closed down movie theaters. They could do private screenings of certain shit. They could throw, like, host their own, like, Smosh reads Reddit stories live in this movie, like, in this movie theater. You know what I mean? Like, they could do shit. Did fucking... Oh, he used his Thor cut, didn't he? It's not like they're not always talking anyway. All you would have to do is, like, message each other and be like, hey guys, we came up with this brilliant idea. Get over here. Oh, and Squally, in case it wasn't clear in the Instagram messages, I paid for my dog, like, in its entirety. So when you're going to pay back Connor, it's whatever that total he said minus 100 divided by 4. All attack on one enemy. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. And I was talking to Curtis about it, because he is gonna come. Curtis and I are gonna like share a suitcase, and then so instead of bringing two suitcases, we're gonna share one suitcase and then bring like a cooler so that we can have like snacks and pop for the trip in the car without having to like spend $20 on snacks at a gas station type deal. Um so if before we leave, if you want to like, I don't know what you drink. I don't know if you're like an energy drink person or what, but like if there's like drinks or something you want to have for the car, we will have a cooler. Is the plan. Because Curtis and I are broke ass poor. So we're being as cheapos as possible.
Prepare yourself. This is it. Wah!
Definitely energy drinks. I'll grab a couple to throw in there. Cool beans.
What a fish.
Alright, Rap. What the fuck is this demon ball thing? Kill that guy.
Try this one. Burn
Interesting.
to the pit.
I know, well, I was editing a video and I heard it again, was reminded. That Connor's never been to a convention before, but like, have you?
You ready? We Vanish.
Because actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if Curtis has ever been to one either. Because all the Calgary ones I went to before I met Curtis. One or two. I'm just scared that his expectations don't line up with what this will actually be. Mostly in there for the knickknacks. Well, it's just like, so the con opens, I think, 11 on Friday and 10 on Saturday or something like that. But you guys do know we're gonna have to be there for like earlier than that, I would hope. It's stuff like that. I don't know if Connor thinks that like because he bought a ticket, we can like roll up at 11. I have concerns. Yeah, line sec. So, okay, as someone who's done a lot of these types of conventions, what I think they're doing is I don't think they've put a limit on tickets. Even though there should be one because of fire codes. What I think they're doing is they're selling tickets to anyone who wants to buy them. And then day of, they're only gonna let in the amount of people that they're allowed to, and then everybody else will be stuck waiting in line until like people leave, kind of thing. like if it opens at 11 on Friday, I think we're gonna have to get there for like 9. That's complete bullshit if they do. A lot of cons do that though. Especially Alberta conventions. Like, I've never run into that in Michigan or Ontario, but in Alberta, I've run into that, I think, 3 different conventions. I've run into them doing that. Where I've gone and it's been like, oh, we oversold the con, whoops. Everybody can just wait outside. That seems to be commonplace in Alberta. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's like a law in Ontario that Alberta doesn't have. But I've run into that 3 times in Alberta, in Calgary specifically. I don't know about Edmonton. Um, cause like even in Ontario, where they sell the like limited amount of tickets, you still would show up at like 10 a.m. and be waiting in line for an hour or 2 before you got in. So like my worry is Connor's gonna think that we can just show up at 11 because we have tickets. But if we show up at 11, we're gonna be in line for like 6 hours waiting to get in. Whereas if we show up at like 9, we'll have to wait for like probably 2.5 hours before we get in, but we'll get in. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure you guys know. But like, there's also the possibility that no one shows up on the Friday and everybody shows up on the Saturday. Because that's also a thing that happens sometimes. It just depends on the con. I figured we would be there early. Yeah. I'm just trying to set expectations. Like, we'll have to get there early on both days. Friday, we might be the only ones in line just because it's a Friday. Because some cons, people don't bother with the Fridays. This con seems like they're pushing people to show up on Friday. They have a lot of, like, Friday-only giveaways and stuff. So I don't know. That kind of tells me that they don't usually get a lot of people on a Friday. Which is, like, fine by me, but I don't want to risk it. Oh, god damn it. Floor cat, please.
Try this one.
Also, the weekend all access passes give us access to the after hours game lobby. So there's no point doing the games during like regular hours. Cuz like regular hours, I think Friday are like 11 to 6, but then the game room is open until midnight. And because we're getting weekend passes, we'll be allowed into the game room. So there's no point doing the game room before 6 p.m. Tower of Doom takes forever because you need to go back and forth to heal. If they have poppin' music, I'm gonna kick y'all's asses on poppin' music so fucking hard. That will also be the only game I play. If there's a poppin' music machine, God help us all.
Puppy music.
Totally, I'm there for merch, and I'll check out whatever events you all want to see. I was asking Connor if he had any, like, panels or anything he wanted to go to, and it didn't really sound like he did.
Try this one.
Like, my plan is con hours one day I'm gonna do Artist Alley, and then the other day I'm gonna do the, like, indie games demo room and, like, talk to all the devs at their booths. And that's, like, all I have planned. Because with my health, that's all I'm gonna be able to do. I'm not gonna be able to even think about scheduling shit around panels. I'm not gonna have the time. But, like, you guys want to go to panels, obviously, feel free. But when I was asking Connor if he had any panels or anything he wanted to hit, he didn't really seem to. I have to check my collection. I think I'm just, like, I'm looking for a copy of, like, Grandia 3, I think, and then... that might be it. Grandia 3, maybe some stuff from my asexual backdrop before I record those. We'll get you a wagon and carry you around in it. Curtis and I were talking about looking for, like, a secondhand walker or something for me. Like one of those foldy walker things. Because Curtis is like, oh, like, maybe we can, like, rent a wheelchair for somewhere or something. I was like, a wheelchair at a con will be, like, the death of me. It'll be too low to the ground to, like, be able to, like, see any of the booths. So it'll be literally me, like, in a wheelchair, booth to booth, and then standing up, looking at everything, and sitting back down. Like, that's just as bad as me walking the con. I was like, there's no fucking way I'm doing that. I'd rather just walk some booths and then sit down for 20 minutes on the floor, like I usually do at a convention. We'll let him get a Heaven and Earth off.
Prepare yourself. This is it. Wah!
But yeah, now that we're, like, we have the place booked, so, like, we're confirmed going, I have to, unbury my Mirror's Edge cosplay. I don't entirely know where that is right now. I know I have to redo the tattoo part of it, because my reference sheet for that, the last time I did it, was getting pretty rough. So I have to dig that up and redo the reference, and then... And then I have to plan some shit out, because I'm basically going to be doing work whenever we're not at the con. Because I know once we get back from the convention, I'm going to be out of commission for like 3 days, and then I have a surgery, which is also going to put me out of commission for a few days. So if I don't work while we're at the con, I'm going to be 7,000 years behind on everything. It's such a perfect disc cutter line. God damn it. Alright. You can disc cut them.
Here goes. Back with reinforcements.
I break hands in a few seconds.
I think what I need to do going in is make like a prioritized list of what merch I want to buy. Because if I don't, I'll end up spending too much money. I know myself. I'll end up seeing cool shit I didn't expect to see, and then I'll buy it, and then I won't have money once I find the stuff that I went in wanting.
Try this one. Back with reinforcements.
Actually, while I'm thinking, I'm pretty picky. I may have to convince myself to buy something. Jesus! I wish I had that problem. Okay, I need to Google something really quick, because it's gonna affect my schedule. Please just link me to the information I'm looking for. We'll remind you 2 weeks before. I don't trust that. Oh, yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about. My, our Twitch affiliate anniversary is June 23rd. God damn it. I got into Gundam models recently. Oh, you're fucked. You're fucked. There's Oh, well, at a Gamescom, maybe not. That's kind of like a 50-50 for a GameCon. I don't know if you'll see them there or not. You go to an anime convention, they're there 100%. Where's my... Bruh, I work beside EB Games. Is EB Games selling Gundam now? Or was that not your point? Alright, so here's the dilemma that I now have. We're gonna be at GameCon from the 18th to the 21st. Then my affiliate anniversary is the 23rd, and then I have surgery on the 25th. So, like, I don't have time to be wiped out. Because I'm gonna have to film the YouTube stuff on the 22nd. I'll have to do the affiliate anniversary on the 23rd, and then the 24th I'm gonna have to edit them because I'm gonna be passed out for a few days after my surgery. And I wanted to post the YouTube stuff before the end of the month. Yeah, being busy. They have a whole corner for it. Really? I don't think the EB I last went to had any. But I went to one at, like, the mall. Oh great, Twitch is being stupid again and telling me I have 0 people watching despite the fact that I'm talking to one of them! Okay, great. Which means... And we're so... Like, I gained so many followers in the last couple days that, like, I think it's actually possible to hit 500 before the anniversary. But it's gonna be, like, hard. So I'm gonna have to start, like, actively pushing. Nah, I don't exist anymore. You're a ghost! Son of a bitch, I knew it. If you're watching this on YouTube or Kick, please go to Twitch and hit follow. We're really trying to get to 500 before June 23rd. I mean, if we don't, I still have way more followers than I ever thought I would get. But it'd be cool. My OCD would appreciate hitting 500 by June 23rd. Do it for the OCD, people. Do it for the OCD. Oh, I don't know if you saw, but that dude on Instagram tried to, like, argue with me more. I mean, Connor went off on the dude, even though I've told him not to do that before. But, I thought it was pretty funny. He never responded to my last message, though, so... Either he gave up or he's seething so much that I'm gonna get, like, 17 paragraphs tomorrow. I can unfollow and then follow again if you want. That's not how that works, but I appreciate the sentiment. We don't have patience for dumbasses. I find the dumbassery funny, though. Like, I was dying. I thought it was hilarious. For those who don't know, obviously we post clips on YouTube and Instagram. No longer on TikTok, because TikTok is the most insane fucking piece of shit I've ever used. But, you know, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, we post them. We're currently posting an insane amount of them a day until I catch up to our Team Tuesday posts, which is taking fucking forever. I think we're like over a month behind. I'm posting things from fucking April right now. But anyway, regardless, this is the second time we've had someone come in and post on one of the reels, just an ignorant comment. In this instance, this man came along and asked why I was even bothering, and how dare I create dog shed such as that, and how come it was showing up on his feed, or like blemishing his feed, or whatever the fuck he said. And or should I be reading these? I guess I can be reading these. Hang on. We don't want accusations of libel. Harasses you on Instagram. Instagram's response is to hide the message, so that you have to click it before you can read it. So that's a fun little tidbit of Instagram. But his initial message was, "What is this dog shed? Why are we posting content like this? You're polluting my feed with your garbage." And that's all it said. Whatsoever. Here, you know what? Let's do this. We'll temporarily do this because it's funny. So you guys can see his username too, because that's also funny. So, you know, that's all it said. Which, ridiculous. Cause, like, what do you mean? Come on. So I think I very fairly responded with, "Hello, thanks for the post interaction." Because my favorite part of the haters commenting on my videos is the fact that they're so angry it got shown to them, but the fact that they're commenting on it means it's gonna get shown to more people. Anyway, hello, thanks for the post interaction. I do wonder why you feel the need to say this to me instead of just, you know, moving on with your life. Block me if Instagram keeps pushing it down your throat and you don't like it. But it showing up on your feed has nothing to do with me. Have a nice day. If he didn't want people to see them, he could have not left anything. True. He made the comments public. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. So, you know. Oh, and for those wondering, this is my private account sending my Twitch account a link for tomorrow. In case people wonder why I'm getting a message from literally me. Anyway, so, I thought I was very nice. I was just like, hey, if, like, there was no reason to negatively comment on my post. If you didn't like it, you could have just told Instagram, like, if you see something on Instagram you don't like, you can tell Instagram you don't want to see videos like that. You can block the person who posted said video so that you don't see anything from that account. You can even ask Instagram, why are you showing me this? And Instagram will tell you what reasons it had to show you. And I will point out, if we open this dude's profile, Glenn McLaughlin, that he lists himself as a game developer. Which is probably why he got shown my content, because I playtest and I quality assure and I interact with a lot of indie game developers, both professionally and privately. I have a lot of game developer friends. We message. I playtest indie games for free to help out the indie devs. So he thinks he's a game developer, and he also thinks he's a professional asshole, which is a fun little tidbit. He's also posted, I will point out, the last time I looked at his feed, which was like, when did he post this? 1 day ago. So when I looked at his feed a day ago, this is all that was on his Instagram. He has since posted 12 more times, even though these say day 9 of posting tools, day 10 of posting tools, day 11 of posting tools. These were not here yesterday. The only thing that was there yesterday was this one. Yeah, that tracks. He seems like a rusty tool. So just to recap, he came across this post, which is literally, if you haven't seen it, literally just the Team Tuesday crew joking and laughing around like most of these clips are. It's just us having fun, joyful fun. He came across this joy and decided to post, what is this dog shed? Why are we posting content like this? You're polluting my feed with your garbage for no reason. And I was just like, hey, if you don't like my stuff, you could have just blocked me. You didn't need to negatively comment on my stuff. That wasn't necessary. So what did he do? He immediately commented back, this insanity. Which reads, I post like this anyway. So the people like you, who are so brainwashed into thinking the critiques don't exist anymore, and you can only be given positive feedback, stop living in a daydream. You want to be a content creator. Take your fucking critiques and do something about it so that your audience actually wants to watch. The video is poor quality. It's boring. You didn't edit any of it enough, if at all. And there's no purpose to it. Therefore, there's no entertainment value. Make adjustments and make new content. That's the purpose of my post. If you want me to beat around the bush and walk on eggshells and be cutesy and gentle about it, you're not going to learn shit either. First of all, I'm not a content creator. I hate it when people go on Instagram and say that they're content creators. Let's get that out of the way. You're not a content creator unless you're specifically like lighting things, filming things, like making a fucking full-ass calendar with schedules of I'm filming this today and then I'm editing this to this and then I'm doing this and then this is the schedule of what I'm posting. That's a content creator. That's someone whose job it is to sit down, come up with content people will like, create that content, post that content, interact with that content. I'm not a content creator. I'm a game developer, a playtester, and a quality assurance agent for indie games who films myself playtesting said games, quality assuring said games when there's a lack of NDA or if the developers allow me to talk about it. And I started the Twitch stream to show my game development process. And now I also use the Twitch stream to play friends with my games. Play games with my friends is what that sentence was supposed to be. But, like, you know, I'm not a content creator. I'm not specifically going out there to make content. Maybe I'll call myself that if the YouTube goes well that I'm planning. But at the current moment, nowhere friends with my games. Shut up! But at the moment, nowhere on any single one of my profiles does it say that I'm a content creator. Not a single one. All of my profiles say playtester and quality assurance agent for indie game developers, and I'm developing my own video game. That's all they say. That's all they say. Also, I'd like to point out, he says most of this spiel is about how he was giving me criticism and how I'm basically too much of a pansy to take it. However, I want to point out in his original message, what is this dog shed? Why are we putting content like this? Posting content like this, sorry. You're polluting my feed with your garbage. None of that is a constructive criticism. As someone who playtests and quality assures, where is when you point out a flaw, then you tell them why it's a flaw, then you give them some ideas how to fix said flaw. Let's say I'm playing a video game and the UI is off. Let's go easier. Because I think it might be necessary. Let's say I'm playing a video game and the font that they picked for the video game isn't great. I might turn to them and say, hey, the font that you chose in this video game reads as too messy when you're playing the game. It makes it difficult to read and difficult to follow. It makes some words unreadable, perchance. It makes it difficult for the player to understand what you're saying. So I recommend that you change the font to something more palatable, etc. I might give a list of some fonts that might be a better option to go with the vibe that they're going for. Something like that. What isn't constructive criticism is, what is this dog shit? Why are you making this game? You're wasting my time. That would be an example of something that wasn't constructive criticism. That would be an example of criticism. Not the same thing. I don't think Steve knows what a font is. I went as simple as I could, Squally. But, like, come on. Like, come on. So, and, like, he thinks that I can't handle criticism. Dude, you didn't give criticism, but also it's my job to hand out criticism. And I'm making a video game. So yeah, I'm gonna get criticism. Like, do you think I'm gonna get criticism for the video game I'm making? Because that's what happens when you make shit like that. So, like, I'm doing it with the full knowledge that I'm going to be critiqued, and then I'm going to take those critiques and apply them to my game, because that's what you do with constructive criticism. But, like, just telling someone that you think that their stuff is shit is not constructive criticism. Then you falsely state that I want to be a content creator. I have never said that anywhere, that I want to be a content creator. Like, no, I fucking don't. God, no. That's too much work. I don't have the time or energy to be a content creator. Are you kidding me? Like, fuck off. So I did respond to that. I will read my response just for prosperity's sake. Dude, your first comment wasn't a critique, it was just an insult. Crying laughing emoji, just in case people can't see it. And I post whatever I want, because I never said it was for you, or that I'm a content creator. If you read my profile, I'm a playtester and a quality assurance agent, as well as a game developer. These clips are me playing games with my friends, for my friends, that my friends enjoy watching and reliving. Not everything on the internet is for everybody, which was my point the first time I replied to you. Again, a nice constructive criticism on my part, telling him, hey, I already pointed this out to you, so, like, maybe you should listen. And then Connor weighed in. Then he responded to that with, how the fuck are you going to sit here and post a clip publicly and specifically for everybody on Instagram and say that it's not for everybody? It's only for your friends? Never mind with all of this. I understand why your clip is the way it is. So I'm just gonna read my response to that because I feel like it says it all. It's almost as though you think everything on the internet is made for everyone. Which, you know, crazy. That's fucking crazy. To think that everything on the internet is for everybody. That's fucking crazy. Everybody on the internet has access to what you put on the internet, but everything on the internet's not made for everybody. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, people who don't like improv won't like Smosh. People who don't like fucking game shows aren't gonna want to sit down and watch Taskmaster on YouTube for 18 hours. Like, that's not why people put things on the internet, dude. People put things on the internet so that the few people who do enjoy it can find it and interact. Not so that everybody can like all of it. What the fuck are you talking about? And then, I've said nothing wrong here. My friends like watching the clips. Sometimes other strangers also find enjoyment, follow me, stop by during streams, play games with us, and become a new friend. The fact that you saw our joy and got angry about it says a lot about you. If you didn't like it, you could have continued on with your day. If it annoyed you, you could have told Instagram you didn't want to see it anymore. Instead, you chose to try to bring me down, which I assure you is impossible to do to a permanently disabled person with 3 autoimmunes. Facts. And then you try and say that those insults were just you giving constructive criticism, which would require it to be constructive. The sad part is you're a game dev, according to your profile, which is probably why Instagram served you my account to begin with. I offer my playtesting and quality assurance to indie developers for free as a charitable service. A constructive criticism for you. Most people in our field are lovely people trying to bring joy into the world with our games, and we don't associate ourselves with people who do nothing but spread negativity around. I wish you the best with your game. Again, I've never wished ill on this person. I've never told him to fuck off. He came at me swearing and then continued to come at me swearing and then said that, oh, that was just his personality, so I should just fucking lie down and accept it. Like, no, dude, no. Professional asshole on your Instagram, really? Like, really? Do you think you're gonna get ahead? By the way, I looked up his game, and it's impossible to find it. It's fucking impossible. to find it. I found a post from a year ago about the game that he was deving and that he was making a Discord. And he wanted like 1,000 people to join the Discord and become free playtesters for his the benefit of joining his Discord. First 1,000 people, they got to playtest his game for free. Oh my god. So there's that. But it's outside of that impossible to find his video game. If you Google it, nothing even close pops up. He has a unique spelling for it too, and all a Google does is just not even did you mean this? It Google just shows me what the other word is and posts for that other word. It doesn't even try to show me this dude's video game. But also he used AI to post about the video game on Facebook, meaning he's not a game developer. He uses ChatGPT or something to make video games. Like, if you can't even post on Facebook just like regular ads saying like, hey guys, here's a trailer for my game, come join our Discord, hang out, it's a fun community. If you can't say that without using AI to write the post for you, there's no way you're making a video game without AI. Of course he uses AI. Exactly. Like, dude doesn't even, like, no one in the gaming industry, like actually in the gaming industry, who calls themselves a game developer, who actually sits down and codes and all this other shit, uses AI. None of us do, because it's bullshit. The only people using AI for video games are money-hungry companies that want to make as much money as possible, putting out dog shit video games that no one wants to play, and just being like, oh, well, like, if we make all these games $1, people will buy it and we'll make some money and we'll just keep pumping out this AI slop. Like, those are the only AI games out on the internet right now. Sad man maybe got mad at women and had a hissy fit. Yeah, well, it might be what it is. It might be the fact that I'm a woman. I don't know. He clearly didn't read my profile. My thing is, indie game developer, if he had come to me and been like, hey, I'm an indie developer, I see that you playtest and quality assure games for people, like, do you think you could check my game out? I would have given it a look. Once I saw that it had AI, I wouldn't have fucked with it, but I would have, like, given it a look and then told him, hey, because you used AI in this, like, I don't want a part in it, and you're gonna have a lot of problems finding people who want a part in it because nobody wants to fuck with AI made video games. But you know, he decided to not do that. He decided to come in hot and swear at me, and then post several more times swearing at me. And that's where we're currently stood. He decided after this fun little paragraph not to respond. But part of me half expects to, like, wake up tomorrow to shit anyway. So for those curious, it's this douchebag. And, I found his game real easy. I copied his real name that he has in his I don't know why he made his profile Ragin' Steve when his real name is Glenn McLaughlin. But, if you do this, and then put game dev, yeah, self-employed LinkedIn pops up. I don't know if that's the same person. But then his Instagram pops up, and then this fun little Facebook post pops up. Oh no, this is a different fun little Facebook post. Game community. May 9th. Is that this year? That's not even the one that I found last time. Oh! No, this isn't it either. Does he have a different game? Hang on, is this him? Oh, he has a different game than the one I found. Isn't that great? But again, titles are generated by AI from Meta. So, he's still using AI to post about his video game in Facebook, which he also did a year ago. So that's great. Crazy that I can't even find the post that I found yesterday. Interesting. Maybe he deleted the other Facebook post because he was gonna post this one. Oh no, wait, no, here it is. There it is. So this is the other game that I found his thing about. This is the menu. He said it was a Pokemon-inspired game, so there's that. That's great. That's fun. And this is the link to Discord. The first 1,000 members get to be part of the playtest! Isn't that great? First 1,000 members get to give him free labor. That's great. That's awesome. And yeah, he just AI generates the post. I will say on my phone, this specifically said that the post was AI generated. Now it just says titles. So I don't know what the difference there is, Facebook, but you know, that's a fun little look into the life of the I don't know if it's the same person. Will it show me a picture? No. I don't know if that's the same guy. So we'll ignore that. But those are fun little Facebook posts that I've come across. So, you know, there's that. There's that. Wasn't that a fun little dive? That's how I spent the last couple days. Doing a shit ton of work and then occasionally having my phone go off and reading the next insanity that had occurred. Cause fucking what? No game developer worth their own fucking salt would ever use AI for fucking anything, except for, I think, Drums uses it to generate memes and send to me. Which, you know, I feel like brain slop is an appropriate use for AI. You want to generate a fucking brain slop meme and send it to me using AI? That's funny because it's shit in the first place. But, like, you can't post like a simple post about your video game to Facebook. You can't just like write a paragraph about the video game you're supposedly developing and post it to Facebook on your own. You need AI to do that for you, but you expect me to think that you had the ability to write the entire narrative of a video game on your own? Because no matter the video game, if it doesn't have a fucking story, no one's gonna play it. Even fucking Balatro has a story. Despite it being a card game. Like, any video game has a story to keep you fucking hooked. But you can't write a single paragraph about why people should join your Discord for your video game. Fucking crazy. Fucking insane. I can't wait. Part of me wants to, like, look into this guy even more than the cursory 2-second Google search. Because if this dude's local... Because I feel like my profile mostly gets shown to local people. Like, unless it's a video game account. Like, what's a good example? Like Sledding Game has their own video game Instagram account. So because I've interacted a bunch with that video game account, I get shown to video game accounts Sledding Game interacts with. So I get a lot of traffic from that. But individual people that get shown my profile generally are local. Or at the very least within the country. So I'm very... If this dude's local, that would make my life. Holy shit, it would make my life. I would have such a field day with that. I would have so much fun. Also, let this be a lesson, okay? I was very nice and very polite the first couple times I've responded. He started the conversation and then responded to my responses every fucking time with violence. He chose violence. He chose to swear at me. He chose to be combative. He chose to excuse it with the fact that I'm just an asshole. That's just the way I am. I don't sugarcoat the shit I say. Okay, great, dude. Have fun getting by in life like that. But let it be known, you score. I gave 3 chances, and he chose violence all 3 times. I'm now at the point of scorched earth revenge. Those are my modes. There's I'm letting you off the hook mode and fuck you mode, and those are the only two modes I have. So we'll see where I take it. But I've been having fun coming up with ideas. I'm open to suggestions as well. I know Connor straight up wants to like
Try this one.
choose violence, which I do not condone. I don't condone. Let this be clear. I don't condone harassing this man. I think what happened was funny, which is why I'm talking about it. But I don't condone any type of harassment. What I might condone is some kind of light revenge that I will enact on my own behalf if I choose to do so. But I have yet to make that choice. I'm still teetering between the high road and revenge. Also, I love the notion that he watched a video with very obvious cuts in it, like very obvious cuts, and then went, I don't even know if you edited this at all. It's like, no. No, I clearly didn't edit it. There's like a fucking 30-minute cut. Like, Jesus. Like, is that him thinking I used AI to edit it? He thinks I just like told AI to cut it into pieces? Cause like I do know that those programs exist. And I have experienced that people who use AI are the first ones to accuse others of using AI. Let's bring up a map for this place because I forget. Yeah. Tower of Doom, right? I think. I'm just reading my search history that popped up for all you guys to read, and it's Green Gallery, Blento, Mastodon, Kara. Can you see that I just Google things to get to the website instead of just clicking links or bookmarking them? Okay, Tower of Doom. Oh, for Grandia, because apparently that is a very common name for levels in games.
Boop, 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 boop.
We are on first, second, third floor. Which... maze is fun and stuff, but... okay, we basically can't fuck it up. Can't fuck it up. Just go around and open things. Alright, cool. Good to know. Boom, third floor. Let's fucking go. Is the door open? Nope. Is this door open? Nope. But monies. Kill this man. Ugh, nose is itchy. Need to look into like a portable battery for this guy, because if we're using it at, well, I am using it at the convention, I'm gonna need something to keep it on the whole time. I know Curtis said I could use his, but I don't trust that thing to last an entire day.
Try this one.
Do 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 do. Kill this guy too. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Kill you. Throw the demon ball at this guy's face. Ugh.
Try this one. Freeze.
Wind leveled. Oh shit, her things are... Whoops, I thought I healed. My bad. She needs water, earth, dot. She probably remembers doing that. It's been leveling with her ice, though.
Oh, power of ice.
Her water earth has been a bitch to fucking level. As much as I've been fucking grinding this goddamn tower, her fucking
Pretty easy.
leaf forest. It's not earth. I don't know what to call it. Barely fucking moved. Ah! We'll heal ourselves like we fucking were supposed to. Recover. Are y'all looking forward to tomorrow's visual novel stream? Who are you hoping I'm drawing? Because I already picked who I'm drawing. Nika, honey, what are you
Try
doing?
this one. Freeze.
Pretty easy.
Might have fucked up this map regardless. Yeah. Huh. Am I just supposed to turn them both off?
Oh, my money.
And then... apparently. Oh, but that closes this, which is the save point in the recovery. Got it. Oh my god, there's so many people in here. Holy fuck, there's so many people in here. Position in a... yeah.
Here goes.
I want to so badly recover so that I can use more of my SP. What's her face got? Nothing.
Oh, power of ice! Pretty easy.
Ah. And an itchy nose. My downfall. Let's... Oh god. Feels like I should be healing and then clearing a room and then... Yata yata yata. Assuming they both need to be on for this to open. So we'll recover, and we'll go back. The things we do to train. Boop. See what this does. Okay, so each one of the... Yeah, and that does... Okay. Was how I suspected it to go. God, I wanted to finish this fucking tower before the end of this stream today. Stupid fucking tower is taking way longer than I wanted it to. Albeit I did stop. Too bitch.
Try this one.
Whoops.
Don't think you can get away?
Freeze! What a cinch!
We get to do this one more time. Doop doop, let's keep bop, boop, beep, bop, bop. Pretty easy.
Random question. And if you know the answer, any of you, to this question, please leave it in the comments on whichever platform you're on. If you're on Kick, leave them there. If you're on YouTube, leave them there. I will go back and read the chat and see if any of y'all answered me. Is there like a container I can get for markers? So think like a Space Saver type deal. But for like way more markers. That has like kind of like a pull-out drawer at the bottom. Like a vending machine like thing that will go like this that I can like take a random marker out of if I want, but then I can also just like close it back up and seal it and use it as a space saver type deal. That'd be fun. I want one. I don't know if it exists or if I just made up its existence in my head right now. If it does not exist as a container, I might be patenting that. I want. The crackle is maxed out. Crackling it is. But if any of y'all know about the existence of something like that, link me. Give me link. Because I'm just thinking of it now, and I'm too lazy to Google it right now, and I will forget about doing it later, for sure, for sure. Also need to remember to post my next round of dog shed. Because I am confident I will catch up to June by July. Okay, do that, heal. Hang on. I'm assuming these need to be on for me to get to the other side. Or will doing this, only fuck with the G's. Oh no, it definitely closed it. Alright. Oh, that's fine. Oh, was that me attacking or me getting attacked? 'Twas me attacking! Oh, no, it was me getting attacked. Fuck! Sons of bitches! Ugh, and I started off. Fine. Well, we got hurt, so we get to use our healing. Probably too spread out for group attacks to matter.
Try this one. Don't think you can get away.
Fuck you in the face!
Freeze.
With ice!
All right, we won.
Do 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 do.
Oh, God damn it. Keep trying to pick up the item and then it goes, no, attack instead. Isn't it fun to be attacked instead? You gonna stress eat chips? Maybe. Maybe. Arguably, that was a disc cutter situation.
Try this one.
My bad. None of you will be alive.
Oh, power of ice!
That was weird. My ears just popped in like a very distinct manner. Like there was an explosion 12 blocks away and the shockwave popped my ears type popping. Plug suit. What the fuck is this? "21 defense, 15 action." Doesn't fucking give me a description of what the fuck a plug suit is? I'm not gonna bother with that because I don't want to lose it. I want to sell it instead. What you doing, Fluffernutter?
Oh, power of ice!
Oh, now you're begging me for chip. Now that's what you're doing.
Pretty easy.
That's you. Stab my gums with a chip by accident.
Oh, power of ice! Pretty easy.
How did I end up? I like accidentally stabbed my mouth with a chip. But now like the entirety of my mouth hurts. Like way more than you would expect it to. Probably to the point that I should stop eating the chips, to be fair. To be fair, I should not do that. Mika, you can have one. And go. Did you eat it? You're acting like you didn't, but you definitely did. Weirdo. For real, my mouth hurts so much. What did I do? Panic! Pain!
This is it. Wah!
Mm.
What a cinch.
Yeah, I think I like legit like I didn't just like haha stabbed it. I like drew blood stabbed it. Ow. Cause now the pop hurts too. That's fun. This is blood flavored pop. Ow! Son of a bitch.
See my power. What a cinch.
It is crazy how much this hurts.
Pistol. Pistol. Ah, way to go, honey. Oh, and kisses. Thank you so much.
Nika's so nice. Oh my goodness. How could a dog be so nice? I don't know. I don't know how it's possible. Oh, I got a biz.
Oh,
What's
power
the
of
biz
ice.
for? Why did I get another auto text from TD?
Pretty easy.
What happened here? Are you kidding me? They're telling me again. TD. Fucking. For those who have the pleasure of not having TD Bank, you can set things that like you get a text when your account goes like under a certain amount of money, which I have set up. And then earlier tonight, my account went below that amount of money because I paid somebody's up there, which you know makes sense. I was expecting it. They texted me right away and they were like, "Hey, your account's below this amount of money," and I was like, "Hey, great, cool." And then like 3 hours later, they just texted me that my account was below that money again, which usually means that like, hey, more money was withdrawn. And I was like, why was more money withdrawn? More money shouldn't have been withdrawn. What the fuck is going on? And then I fucking checked it and it's the same. It's the same. It's the same alert from fucking earlier. They just decided to send me again 3 hours later to give me a heart attack about an unknown charge that I thought had come out of my account. It is crazy how much it hurts to slice open your mouth with a salt vinegar chip. Holy hell.
Here goes. Back with reinforcements.
Damn it, I thought I could go around. I thought I could make it!
crackles.
Oh, power of ice.
Crackle lackles.
My brain just did a weird, probably ADHD would be responsible for this loop thing. So don't ask me how we got here. But have any of y'all seen the animated film Strange Magic? Which, let's be clear, has nothing to do with Strange Magic. Like, at all, really. There's a singular spell in the movie that one character can perform. And, like, the plot is that they're, like, trying to track down that character, get them to do it, and then get them to undo it. All this shit. Okay, cool. That's, like, a spell. That movie's fucking... I cannot believe that movie exists. Not only that, but it's like a George Lucas wrote it and made it. And oh, I forgot to check how old it was. But like it has why can't I think of his name? It has Alan Cummings and Christian Chenoweth. The movie is insane, by the way. It's one of those movies where I was always seeing clips of it on Instagram and shit, and eventually I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it so that I know what the hell these clips are about, because I keep seeing the clips for the movie. And then I watched it and I went, wait, this is like a George Lucas Studios film? And then I watched the whole thing and got to the end, and the credits came, and they were like, written by George Lucas, and I went, wait, written by George Lucas? Also, okay, I'm gonna satisfy my curiosity right now as to when the fuck that movie came out, because if I were to hazard a guess, based on the animation and the fact that it's a George Lucas movie, so they have the budget for good animation, or they should have. They should, like, he wrote it, it's his studio. They should have had the budget for decent animation. I'm gonna say, I'm like comparing it to like DreamWorks and shit. I'm gonna say it should have come out no later than 2002. 2015! Are you kidding me? This is insane. I'm gonna have to go on like a deep dive about how that movie came into existence, because holy crap. It's not like it has like a lot of famous people in it. It has like 4 famous people and then a bunch of people you've never heard of in your life. So like that's not where the budget went. And the budget did not go to the animation. And if it was written by George Lucas and put out by his own studio, that shouldn't have been a huge sink of the money either. I honestly don't... I guess it's considered a musical, but it does what a lot of, like, knockoff, cartoon movies does, where it just, like, gets rights to songs and then sings songs you all know and love and heard of. Like, they don't make their own songs. They didn't write their own music for the musical. It's just a bunch of other songs that they bought the rights for. And that must be where all of the budget went, because whoa. Like, it was a cute little movie. The animation was very distracting. Ooh. What was that? Is it alive? Oh, my throat hurts. Might not be able to do voices. Might not be able to do the shitty voices that I've been doing.
pretty lady. Because such a good girl.
Wow, that took a long time. Hush, someone's coming. Oh, it's these fucktards.
Okay, so we put aside Lean for now, but we still have the report to make to General Ball, right? What are we gonna say? Gaia's growth has just plain stopped! We are in trouble. Gaia's growth is the most important thing in the operation. If the General finds out that it's not progressing, he will be angry. Well, Nana, it is your day to give the report. You're good at lying. Make him think it's all okay.
Gaia? Growing? What's going on? What does Garlisle have to do with this? Did we just, like, say that out loud? Oh, I guess not.
I don't know. It makes my skin crawl, you know? I can't even look at it. Ew. Well, neither can I. I don't see how anything like this can create an ideal world. Now, you two. You wouldn't want General Ball to hear words like that, would you?
Hey, fuckface! How is Gaia? His growth is progressing, I trust?
Yes, sir. Please see for yourself, General. Everything is proceeding accordingly, and soon...
Idiots! Do you think I'm blind? Nothing is happening! You are useless! All of you!
General, please forgive us. We assure you next time you'll see some progress.
That nearby village was completely turned to stone! Is that all it can do? Oh god, this idiot is definitely talking loud enough to be heard. What? Does that mean that Gaia thing is what turned my old man and old lady to stone?
Shush, boy. Even if it did, there ain't nothing you can do here. I start shaking every time I see that man.
Fina? What, did this dude, like, kill her parents or something? And then her sister's working for him, like the biatch that she is?
But General Ball, what did those humanoids turning to stone have to do with Gaia's growth?
You don't need to know that. Just follow your orders and keep your mouth shut. If you do, even you idiots will begin to hear his voice as he awakes from his sleep. Ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha.
Yes, sir. We will make all possible efforts to do our duty, sir.
Well then, that's better. Continue tending Gaia until you receive further orders, understood?
Yes, sir.
Why, oughta. Come on, Just, let's get moving. Right. We'll trash that Gaia thing. Totally.
Let's go kill a brain monster.
We just jumping down? Or we're climbing down? I do not understand the logistics of what we just... Oh, no, that's okay. That's a staircase. Okay, now, before they see us, what, we're doing this without them noticing? We're just assuming that this button is the self-destruct button? Why would they have that? Why would they have a self-destruct button? We just walked up to the first red button we could find and started hitting it with a sword. God damn it.
Halt! Who goes there? You again! We'll get you this time! This time you're trapped. Trapped like rats. Or maybe I'd better say apes.
Apes, is it? You're gonna be sorry you said that! That felt vaguely racist on the part of the enemy, and then vaguely progressive for the video game to stand up for it, considering... Oh. We definitely couldn't see the possibility of the fact that... Oh, the Spirit Stone protected us. That's great. Fun. It's an anus monster! more popular, Grandia! Grandia 2 is so much better! Why? Alright, let's fuck some shit up. Alright. Bitchin' music, though. I gotta love it. All Grandia music is great. Oh, he has parts.
Prepare yourself. This is it. Wah! Try this one.
Dude's literally just a fucking walking anal fissure. Alright, well, fire, wind, and then just fire. Alright, so neither one of these level what I want. That's fine. 352. Sure, kill this thing.
Don't think you can get away.
Her fire leveled up. As if that was needed.
Yeah, kill the left hand. What does it do? We don't know. Kill it anyway.
You ready? Finish.
Oh shit, your hand got killed. What the fuck is that? He also has a head anus? He has a mouth anus and a head anus? Oh no, he has a head vagina. Oh, he has a front and back anus. So he has a face anus, a back of the head anus, and then a top of the head vagina. Holy crap. People like this better than Grandia 2. I don't understand. I don't get it. What do you mean that people like this one more?
Giant blast.
I mean, what's left to kill on this guy? His right hand's almost dead. Oh, yeah, okay. Sure, let's kill the right hand. And then, what's her face can do this and gain a little bit of a star power on that. Fun. Man, Discord's gonna be so disappointed when I tell them that they missed the
Be okay.
face and back anus head vagina monster. This is why you should tune in more often, guys. Okay, well, we're attacking a single enemy now. So sure.
Burn to a crisp.
Like, in Grandia 2, I had to grind this much to, like, stand a chance. This one literally just feels like they assumed I'd be way weaker than I am. Like, all these boss battles have been, like, too easy. Unless this has, like, a couple stages. Then we might give it a pass, I guess, but... Is anybody missing HP? No. Alright, then we will do crackling.
Gonna thrash you good. This'll teach you.
Like, in my mind, if I hadn't done this much prep, I would have died, because that's how Grandia 2 goes. Grandia 2, if you don't fucking grind the fuck out, you're dead. This one is like, you expects me to be like 10 levels weaker than I actually am. So fucking weird. Thanks for all the money, I guess. Oh, Rap had to use 91 weapon skill. That's fun. But, like, Hilda attacked once. Like, or Milda. Milda attacked once. Alright, we did it! Now the village will be saved. Doesn't look like it. And not all of that, my opinion of Linians have changed for good. Because of you, Milda. You're okay. And I used to think that Cafu was filled with a bunch of yellow bellies till I met you, Rat Boy. But two of the best adventurers, Rap and Milda, together were totally invincible. Justin, look. Is this that Gaia thing? Doesn't look like much all shriveled up, eh? But I still don't get it. Why would Garlisle try to raise something like this? I got it! Rat Boy, this here critter is what turned the old Cafu to stone, right? Well then, if y'all figure out what makes it tick, y'all might find out how to bring the village back, too. You got something there. Hey, Just, let's take this back. We can always chuck it if it's no good, right? Yeah, let's go back to Cafu, where we can have your grandfather look at it. Yeah, it seems like a good idea to bring the carcass of a Gaia Sprout. To bring the carcass of a alien creature that we just saw evolve into 3 different shapes in front of our eyes and very rapidly to town. Because it was a brain thing, and then it was this tentacle thing, and then it came out as the double-anused vagina monster. And now it's a sprout. So 4. We saw 4 forms take place in rapid succession. But yeah, no, sure, just put it in a bag and bring it right back to the village. We also overheard a conversation being like, oh, it gets more powerful the more people it turns to stone. Yeah, great. Awesome. Great and awesome. So we're gonna bring it back to the middle of a town full of people and hope that nothing bad happens. That sounds like a smart plan. Geniuses as always! Fucking geniuses as always. Oh, the people are back, but they're in stone now. Even though I killed them all. I don't remember if I had to click those switches to get back or not. No, I don't. Okay, cool. So that's fun. We're gonna save the game. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop here. I feel like we're gonna get back to town and it's just gonna turn everybody into town. Into stone. And then what Rap is gonna be like, I'll make them pay for this. If we get all the way to the end, maybe they'll have an antidote for not only my old townspeople, like my mom and my dad, who are already dead. I've polished them into a sphere. They're dead. But I can, like, redeem myself for all of the new villagers that I recently killed by bringing the Sprout to Ground Zero. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. We're calling it now. I guess I could stop and deposit shit. We don't need to do that right now. I could stop and deposit shit before we go back to the town. Because I feel like the town stuff's gonna go down. Okay then, let's get out of here. They're sure to give us a welcome in Cafu. Rap, y'all know I'm from Line, right? Ain't there a problem with me going to Cafu? Huh? What do you mean? What problem? We're on the same side. Come on, let's go. Well, if y'all say so. Thanks, Rap. Are we gonna get there and they're already stone? We're just gonna get back and they're already stone? And then Milda goes to check on her village? Or we go to Milda Village's next because we have nowhere else to go? Because she's gonna leave the party at some point. We're gonna deposit all this because I don't trust the game right now. I mean, having played Grandia 2, I do not put it past them to, like, kill everybody. Which is why we're doing this. Because I don't trust So we're gonna get back to the village and everybody's stone. Like, it's sprouting and the tower turned everybody to stone within the area. Except for the 4 of us that were covered by the spirit stone. And then Milda's gonna be like, oh my god, this is a disaster. I wonder if my village is okay. And then Rap's gonna be like, there's nothing for me here. I need to come with you guys to figure out how to reverse this. Let's go to What's-Her-Face's town. And the verdict is either that or they're gonna just be pissed that I brought everything back, but... Oh, everybody's alive! That's grand. Oh, but they're mad I brought a Linian. I'm back! We kicked booty over at that tower! The people at the tower said they're raising some monster named Gaia, but we attacked it! There ain't much left of that Gaia. Seems like Gaia had something to do with your village turning to stone. Maybe there's a way to restore it. Oh, introductions! This here's Milda. She helped us at the Tower of Doom. Man, is she strong. Rap, don't you know the laws here? No outsiders allowed in village. Huh? What? But... Since Justin and Fina are your guests, they get special permission to enter the village. But Linians are a different story. They cannot enter for any reason. You stupid fool! What's the matter if she's a Linian? Milda is our friend. Humph, the law's the law. What a thick-headed old geezer. Laws schmas, those laws suck. Hey, listen, it's okay, Rap. No, it's not okay. I'm ready to punch that old fool. This really makes me mad. How is he suddenly not racist? He was so racist for so long. And then he met one Linian that he liked, and he's like, now I'm as anti-racist as I could possibly be as a character. Sir, are y'all an elder of Kafu? I'll respect the laws of this village. I should just leave, right? Milda! Dang it, old man. Will you still complain if she only comes as far as this? If she stays outside this gate, I don't mind. If Milda's not allowed into the village, then I won't go in either. I'll just stay out here tonight. Still the same stubborn Rap, eh? You sure have your father's blood. It's inevitable. You can use the inn to stay overnight. I will take care of the Gaia Sprout. Why do you know what it is? We did not tell you that it was called that. The fuckery? Humph. Bunch of old worry warts. Well, let's eat and get some sleep. Okay, let's go, Juss. Were they in on it? Were they like, we helped them with it, and we didn't expect it to, like, kill our own people? I don't trust this whatsoever. Also, this dude wouldn't give us meals last time, so are we mealless now? Our village laws notwithstanding, I wish to thank all of you. Would you like to have meals included? Now you give us meals. Sure, that'd be great. I'm famished. Okay, well, looks like I finally get to show off my cooking skills. I'll whip up a feast. So when we were allowed in the village, we weren't allowed meals, but now that we're not allowed in the village, he's gonna feed us. That's great. Thanks for that. Boop. What's wrong, Fina? You seem so bummed out. Well, Justin, it's about the monsters we saw at the Tower of Doom. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I didn't think I could click on. Can we just click her in? Gaia, what in the world are the Garlau forces using it for? Huh? You sure look bummed, Fina. Are you constipated or something? Rap, y'all shouldn't talk like that while folks are eating. It's just if she's all stopped up. She can cure it by shaving her head and thumping her rump 3 times. What? That's weird. It's totally different from what we do in line. In line, we cure constipation by drinking lots of salt water and doing about 1,500 sit-ups. That stuff you Linians do make no sense to me. How are you gonna cure constipation with sit-ups? Well, y'all got a strange cure too. I mean, shaving your head, how's that gonna get things moving? Is this really the conversation the characters are having right now? By the way, y'all said you're adventurers. So where y'all are... Oh god. Where are all y'all heading to anyway?
We're trying to get to Alent. I think it's somewhere on this continent. Y'all said Alent? Justin, you know something about Alent? My husband, darling, he's one of the 3 wise men of Line. He knows a whole lot of stuff. Anyway, I've often heard him mention some place called Alent. Really? Alright, then we should be able to find out stuff from him, especially since he's a wise man. Well, there you go. There ain't nothing that my darling don't understand. Alright, we'll ask this wise man, darling, to tell us what he knows about Alent. My darling, he knows everything about everything. I'll make sure you see him.
The end of that.
That's the end of that.
Anything else to add?
Nope.
What about you, Fina?
Nope.
Alright, good talk. God damn it.
That was great, but I'm just stuffed. I ain't never had Capunian food before. I've gotta say, it sure hits the spot. Yeah, you bet it does. I wonder if they even got food this yummy in Line. Don't be silly. Of course Line's got food this good. Hey, here's an idea. Why don't y'all come to Line sometime? I can show you some good eating. Go to Line? I've never even thought of that. Okay, you betcha. We'd love to go along with you, eh, Vina? Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, I need to go out for a bit.
Fina, what fuckery do you know?
Huh? What's bothering Fina?
Fina? Let's say your name one more time. What's wrong with Fina, guys? Did you notice? She hardly said a word when we were eating.
Oh, no, I wanted to talk to What's-Her-Face. What's-Her-Face, please. Thank you. When a girl sports a face like that, y'all can bet something's bugging her. That's an old truth, older than dirt. It's clear as day to me, that girl's hankering for some support from y'all right now, you hear? So get on over to her, Justin.
Sure. She's just gonna repeat that.
Fina, where are you? It's the middle of the night.
And we're not allowed to go very many places, although this looks like a path that wasn't here before. I wonder if she could possibly be down it, since we can't get into the village and the only other place is the store, which apparently we can go into for some reason. I guess I can sell the thing. While we're here. Oh, I put it away. Never mind. Let's go down this pathway that mysteriously cropped up.
The Home Tree Plaza.
What the fuck is... Are we gonna have a Final Fantasy X moment? Grandia? Grandia, are we gonna have a Final Fantasy X moment, Grandia? Oh, it's looking like it. Hey, Fina.
Oh, there you are, Fina. What's the matter? You're suddenly not feeling too well, are you? Well, anyway, things are okay now, huh? I was wondering how those two get along, but they're good friends. I'm sorry, I've been thinking about my sister. About Lean? It looks like the Garlow forces have released some kind of monster called Gaia. They're in the Tower of Doom. If they plan to use that monster's power for evil purposes, then my sister must have something to do with that plan. Fina. Justin, I'm afraid. I've got a feeling that something really terrible is going to happen.
We literally just watched an asshole vagina monster spawn out of nowhere turn everybody into stone, and then try to kill us. And she's like, I think something nefarious might be. There might be something nefarious in the air. I'm just not sure. I just don't know. Something might be wrong. Like,
Hey, everything's gonna be okay. Lean can't be such a bad person. I mean, she's your sister, right? Still. Anyway, that expression doesn't suit you. What really looks great on you is your smile. Justin.
whole town in stone? Whole town in stone?
Hey, Jess, it's an emergency. Those guys, the ones from the Tower of Doom, they're coming to get us. Carlisle forces. Oh no, the village is in danger. Let's get back there quick.
Like, for literal. Not only that, but Lean already told us earlier that, like, she's working with them to stop them. Like, they're setting it up that, like, the dude she's working for doesn't agree with his father, and he's trying to stop things from behind the scenes, which I don't believe for a minute. But that's what he's told Lean. So at the very least, Lean is, like, on our side. But, like, that's obvious. And we know that. So what's the fuckery with, like, I think my sister's involved in something nefarious? Well, first of all, yes, obviously. But second of all, she's obviously, like, working against the nefariousness. Because she also told us that. Oh, you motherfuckers. You. But there's also just villagers standing around? What's going on? The Black Beret? The fuck?
Oh, fire whip maxed out. That's just great. I'm just gonna do some crackling to get our water up again.
Oh, power of ice!
We need our water up to 20.
Pretty easy.
Fit for the Carlisle. And dead. Killed him right quick. Who the fuck are you? Oh, this kid. Rap, it's awful. Whole bunch of guys from the tower are coming. You gotta save everyone. Right. You're a good kid, Nikki. You know how strong I really am. I won't let anyone harm my guys.
Right, you're all strong. Justin, Fina, and Auntie Milda, too. Auntie Milda? Hey, I'm only 19. Y'all just call me Milda, okay? Is she only 19? That when I googled it.
She was like, wait, oh no, the problematic part was that she... Never mind.
Ouch, okay. Ouch, stop pulling my ear. Ow, okay, I know it's Milda.
You have anything else to...
Yeah, Milda's so strong. There you go. The four of us are strong, so don't you worry none. You'd best go hide now.
I mean, he was standing right here when we got attacked by the Black Beret. Village chief is here. I'm assuming we're going in here to recover. No, how are we supposed to recover? We can't recover here, so they're just not giving me a recovery point. Alright. That's stupid. Unless the village chief is like, here, let me help you.
Gramps, are you okay? Well, I'll help you.
Just walk. Grandfather doesn't talk. And then they just walk out of the town and we're like, we're here to help.
Prepare yourself. This is it. Wah!
Use it at every opportunity. Kill all the dudes, get experience. So very, very little experience. Alright, old man. What's going on? Quickly now, I want to save it and go to sleepies. Phew, this area seems secure now. But it seems they're still fighting at the higher elevations. Come on, you gotta let us go there. Otherwise, it'll be a catastrophe. Don't give me nothing about your loss. I'm afraid I'm just too old. I'm nearly blind and I'm pretty deaf. I can't see anything in this light.
Hey, he wants to turn a blind eye, so let's go kick some butt.
Thanks, Elder. Be careful out there. You fucking coward. You can't just, like, give us permission. So it's come to this. That disgusting thing must be extremely important to them. We cannot let them take it. I wonder how we can protect it.
Let's check this fucking village.
I was gonna say, is it gonna let me go into the things? But no. I know, it's making the noises. No, it's not. It's very hard to tell. Oh, they set that place on fire. That's fun. He said the higher elevations, but there's really no higher elevations except for this little platform in the middle. Which doesn't seem to be. The petrified forest wasn't enough for them. Now they're come even here. I've got to save my family. Let's kill all those creeps. Listen, all of you get going quickly. If not, the guys from the tower... What did you say, you idiots?
Rap, cut it out. We know. We're fighting with you.
Okay, everyone off to battle. Okay, sure, but, like, none of you are coming with me. It's literally just me doing this. Also, this is not a higher elevation. Unless they're talking about the mountain that they wouldn't let me on before. But there was no, like, entry to the mountain. So am I gonna go up there and there's gonna be, like, a ladder or something now? Like, I can climb the mountain now? Looks like I should be using this for Justin, too, because his water... It's, like, the easiest way to upgrade his water. Which, like, you want the water as high as possible so that if you ever need to use Resurrection, it is used as best as possible. But you can't train Resurrection unless your dudes die, which you don't want to happen.
What a cinch.
Nika, what you doing, honey?
Also, like, sliding out of frame. Ah, just a little more. The fuck does that mean? Oh, it's Lean!
Sis! How? What's going on?
Oh, hey, bitch.
Justin, Fina, I thought it might be you. Gaia's being confiscated by the Carlisle forces. We will use our full forces against anyone who interferes.
Just listen to her. They think they can go around killing people and destroying villages?
Y'all done turned one village into stone. Ain't that enough? Quiet! Sis, I'm asking you, please stop all this. Why? Why are you doing it, sis? You're making innocent people suffer. Is that really okay with you? I thought there must be a good reason why you joined the military. Now I wonder. What are you doing? Get Gaia out of here, quickly! Sis! Fina, I would like you to live your life as you wish, free as the wind. However, I've no choice but to live this way. But Lean!
What the heck is she trying to say? Step aside, Fina. Yeah, can we just kick this girl's ass, please and thank you? Oh, bad.
If I could, I'd rather not use this power, especially not in front of you, Fina.
She's gotta be kidding. Hey!
Look, she's got wings. Oh, that was the chick. Look, she's got wings. Maybe now you'll understand, Fina. As long as I've got these wings, I cannot fly freely. The Lean you knew, she doesn't exist anymore. What? I get it. She's not really Lean. She's really an Ikarian. Justin, I thought you had a very high regard for Ikarians. So now I'll have to offer some proof. Lean! What, that they're evil? But just because you have wings all of a sudden, like, she's not a Karian. Nika? Come here. Come here right now. How dare you bark? Get over here. Yeah, say hi to... Oh, oh god. You gonna lay there? Alright, fine. So they're saying that she got taken over by an Ikarian. That she's not Lean, she's an Ikarian. But she's talking like Lean. And consciously, she's referring to herself as Lean. So she's probably sharing a body with an Ikarian at worst. At best, I guess, is what's-his-face spliced her with one. Or tried to make a fake Ikarian and used her as an experiment. Which, like, hey, great, fine, cool. You don't need to, like, massacre towns, first of all, because of that. Second of all, you don't need to say that all Ikarians are horrendous people because of any of that. Like, what? Because you had the power to teleport 4 people? That was the power she needed to show us? To prove to us that Ikarians are evil? What the fuck is she talking about? What is going on in this game? How do people think this is the better Grandia? Alright, they left, they're gone, they took the seed, because fuck them, I guess. Fuck us, I guess. We're just gonna leave these fires going, sure. I'm assuming we're supposed to leave, or try to... Oh! Rap, this is what happens when we break our age-old laws. Do you understand now? What do you mean? Look, we just destroyed the Tower of Doom. You are the one who doesn't understand, you worthless old fogey. Y'all should never talk to your own grandpa that way, Rap. This mess has been my fault. Forget it. All he ever talks about is laws, laws, laws. As if the laws could save our village. Joss and Milda, they're my guests. Any complaints? Let's hear them now. You've said more than enough, Rap. Our laws may not be able to save our village, but they've prevented trouble. I am indeed thankful to your guests for their actions at the Tower of Doom. But tonight we've seen people get hurt, and much misery has arisen in the wake of the tower. For tonight, please return quietly to the inn. Fuck all of y'all. Do all of you think that way? I thought so. We shouldn't let outsiders in, although the village has calmed down. Oh, you're still yakking, eh? Who do you suppose chased those people away from the tower? Were you asked to do that? And whose fault was it that they attacked us in the first place? I mean, we were asked to do that, actually. Excuse me, but I'd rather not talk. I doubt I could hold my temper. Wow, these people are assholes. I don't think you folks are allied with those people in the tower, but it seems you've done something to make them attack us. In any case, breaking the laws always brings trouble. Terrible consequences. We shouldn't have let outsiders in. Ah, okay, I'm done. I'm done reading all these messages. Y'all can go fuck yourselves. Y'all can go fuck yourselves. What about you, person who appreciated what we could do in the tower and gave us a meal for it? I'm well aware you folks risked your lives to protect their village. As a token of our gratitude, please accept a room and board. Alright. Well, let's save it in case it fucks me over with that again. I want to get to the end of this storyline before I stop streaming for the night. Innkeeper's an excellent chef. Okay, I'm gonna fix an even bigger and better feast than the last one. Alright, so this dude's cool. And my sister. It can't really be her. How could she? Look, I'm sure there's some good reason why Lean's doing all that. Consider this as evidence. Even though we were unconscious, Lean didn't take our spirit stone. My dear sister, what is she up to? I want so much to trust her, but...
Like our evidence of her not being evil is she didn't take the rock that I don't think they need anymore. Do they even need it anymore? I feel like that's old news. I feel like it's like a disc ago's old news of they don't really need it. Dang, that girl with the wings. She made a mess of my village. Next time I see her, she's gonna die.
Rap! Y'all ever hear of tact or delicacy? Think about poor Fina afore you speak.
What do you have to say?
Fina, that must have been a big shock seeing your sisters in Ikarian. I want to see Darlin's face when he hears that Ikarians really do exist.
That's... Fina, I know your entire world has been devastated in the matter of moments, but I can't wait to tell my husband that we met in Ikarian. Jesus Christ. No tact at all with any of these people.
Yeah, well, I reckon we best get to sleep soon. Boop, doop, boop, boop. We're gonna go to bed. Dee, 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 dee.
Oh, save? Yeah, I understand now. There's nothing bad at all about you guys. But you won't let us save! Motherfucker. Motherfucker, I knew it. Knew it, motherfucker. Bastard, do we talk to you to get our fucking save point? Elder. And after that, the whole village met and decided we must ask not only Milda, but also Justin and Fina to leave the village. It's only for the sake of protecting the village. What? Hey, old fogey, you got any idea what you're talking about?
Stop it, Rap. I reckon we got here a mite too early, didn't we? Everybody'll understand sometime. I mean, y'all understood, didn't you?
I understood.
Thanks for all you've done, Rap.
I guess we'll be back after you become an elder. When you do, we'll celebrate for you. Hey, are you kidding me? I'm going too. It'd be way too dangerous for you if you went without me. Huh? But I thought you were gonna stay at the village. I told you I don't like formality. We're too cool for that. Ain't that right, Jus? Rap.
Hee hee, ha ha ha. That's just what I'd expect to hear from y'all.
Okay, we've decided. Let's blow off this lousy village as soon as we can, eh? Chief's not gonna say anything about that? Rap, when you become an adult, you understand why I made this decision. At that time, your abilities will be put to the test. It will be up to you to forge Kafu's future. Huh, I won't even return to this stinking village as long as ignorant old fogies like you are here. They have spelt fogies several different ways, and I do not know if that term is outdated. I don't know the history of that specific word, and now I'm very concerned, considering how problematic other parts of this game are. I'm very much concerned about this word that I've just been reading nonchalantly. I don't know the history of it or what it means, like, fully. A person, typically an old one, considered to be old-fashioned or conservative in attitude or tastes. Is it considered like a slur? I can't tell. None of these say that it is. But it's also used to, like, disparage a group of people. It doesn't seem to be? It does attack a specific group of people, but no one seems to consider it a slur. So I guess, in terms of this game, and how problematic some of it has been, it's not unacceptable. I'm awfully sorry for the way you've been treated, but I must respect the villagers' decision. I'll do what I can, which is to at least help you rest up from your trip. Alright, well, I just want to save. And I'm assuming we're going to What's-Her-Face's village next? Didn't really... I'm surprised that she didn't have a line of like, we'll just go to my village. Like, come see the Lanians. I'm gonna leave the village and see what happens. Oh, Rat! What's the matter, Nikki? Why are you looking so bummed? We'll be back sometime, for sure. Really? Like, really, really? Okay, you promised me, Rat. Please don't think badly of the Elder. He's very grateful to you guys. He's got his position to think of. Well, I could tell by his eyes that he must have been up all night worrying. By the time this kid grows up, I think Kafu will be quite different. It'll be a free village, not penned in by a bunch of silly laws and customs. Right! I bet if it weren't for those stupid laws, I would have had more chances to talk with Milda. Oh, my, what a sweet thing to say. He talked to her once, and it was while we were under attack. Well, of course, this kid's my best right-hand man, you know. Fine, Nikki, you'd better get stronger by the time I come back. See, Justin, some folks here understand, so don't you go wearing that long face forever. Ah, okay, I understand, Milda. Since when is he the one that was depressed? What are you talking about? It's fine with me to be leaving this place, so where are we going next? Good question. I got it. Let's all nosy on over the line. I'll introduce you to my dear old darling. Old darling knows a lot of stuff. He'd have stuff to tell us about Alant and also about them Macarians. Thanks, Milda. But I reckon it's a fair distance from here. That's what I was worried about. Yep, first we'll have to cross the Zill Desert and get over to Zill Payton. They got everything in that town. Wait, the villages are so close enough that both... Okay, well, Nikki said bye. Oh, well, stay healthy, Nikki. Don't catch no colds or nothing. I just want to point out that for some reason you can go back to the Petrified Forest, but not the Virgin Forest or the Tower of Doom. Just the Petrified Forest. The whole narrative of this is that the Kafu and the Lionians hate each other because they're such different tribes and they interact so much. You're telling me that there's an entire fucking desert between the two? Like, she's like, oh, it's gonna take us fucking forever to get there. There's this desert we have to cross. And all this other shit. Why? How are they close enough to hate each other? This isn't modern times. It's not like they can get across a desert lickety-split. Like, she just said it's gonna take us a while to get back to Line. If it takes that long to get to Line, why do Kafu and Line have this big fucking feud with each other where they hate each other to the point of racism and, like, murder and death? It doesn't make any sense! Narratively! Narratively, it makes no sense! People think this is better than Grandia 2, and I don't get it. Alright, well, this is the save point we were looking for. That being said, I'm gonna end the Grandia play for the week here. And try to get some sleep. We'll see if that happens. Technically later today, I will be streaming a bunch of the visual novel game development We're gonna be drawing the next character, which is the gardener. So tune in for that and Spotify if you guys want to see it. I can now play Spotify on YouTube and Kick. I fixed the problem, so that stream will be up on all platforms. So tune in for that one. I might not be posting the VODs of those anymore, just because art, Insta, and shit has been getting crazy, and I don't want my art stolen or anything like that. So I might take the VODs that are currently up down, and then I might delete the VODs that occur from those streams. So if you want to see those streams, you're gonna have to tune in. Or join the Discord to see the final products when I post them in the Discord. Outside of that, schedule wise, multiplayer Mondays seem to be canceled into the future. We might be changing them into like MMO days, where we might like play Palia with people. That's still kind of up in the air. Having said that, if I stream on Sunday, it will probably be a bunch of demos. I literally want to show you my desktop. I'm gonna be finicky. Game capture browser. You're gonna see my OBS real quick. Boop. If you look at my desktop, we got one demo to play of Aster Pebble. We have a Nocturne demo. We have the Berry demo that I still need to get to. Whoops. And then I have I can't remember if this is a full release yet or if this is the demo stage, but I do have Drax After Dusk that I said I would play for an indie dev team. So I have to get to like a good 4 games. So that will probably be Sunday. Assuming that we film Sunday. Now, having said all that, I don't know if I actually will film Sunday. I have a shit ton of stuff to do and get done that time-wise I don't really have time to do. So Monday will probably be Palia. Tuesday we're gonna continue with the browser games, maybe some Yahtzee, maybe some more cards. Who knows? Wednesday I have yet to decide on. Thursday will be more Grandia, if that's what you're interested in seeing. And then Friday, hopefully I can maybe get back to the Phonics Friday streams that I was so gung-ho about and then completely lost track of. Anyway, for those who tuned in today, thank you so much for coming by. Love to see ya. Love to see it. Hope you stop by tomorrow. I'm going to find someone to read you guys on over to if you're watching on Twitch. And if not, hope you all have a nice night. And see you next stream. Bye-bye.